Hi, and today we have a question from a longtime listener, Tom. And Tom would like to know, how do you deal with overhead movement when you have shoulder injuries?
Exceedingly good question. Shoulder injuries are very complex. They say the shoulder is the most complex joint in the body. It's similar to the hip, but the hip doesn't have the range of motion that your shoulders do. As you age, of course, what we commonly, the back of the shoulders, the rotator cuff starts to shred. I've been told, along for getting injuries.
It shreds?
Just from aging and so forth, it starts to get weaker and shred. And it can
cartilage
be
or
the muscle, contractile tissue. But you could have injuries and move one, and you can rehab them. You always choose the path of least invasiveness, and by going through rehab, rest, Advil, of course, and things like that for your shoulder before you do surgery, because you have to come back from surgery, you have to do rehab, and things won't feel the same. So that's one point. All that aside, one of the problems with overhead work is guys will bench press a lot, then they'll say, don't do overhead work because it hurts your shoulders. Well, it hurts their shoulders. If you see kettlebell lifters from Russia, they can touch kettlebells overhead and lock their arms out, and they're fine. And if they do bench presses, it tightens up their shoulders. It's one of those things, wherever you do becomes your biggest curse. So the main thing that I notice with people with shoulder injuries, it isn't, they go as far as they can, they start to go bone on bone. It just stops, and there's going to be a limit individual on everyone, is their upper back is rounded, and they have what they call a kyphotic bend to their upper thoracic kyphosis. And it means their upper back is bent over. And what you do is go to a party or family gathering and use your phone and take pictures of people speaking from the side, and you'll see almost everyone past the age of 40 is starting to bend in the upper back, and it has really nothing. Looking at phones and looking at computers doesn't help. But if you look 40 years ago, you'd see the same thing.
So when you have that posture and you're trying to go overhead, it's really a problem.
You're bent over and you're lifting to here. And I've had people do that, training them. And when you get them up, and you have to slowly work the upper back muscles. So the key there is to work your upper back muscles and make them stronger, and work on your posture. And maybe I'll address that in a future question, since we're going to keep a limit on time here. But working your upper back and getting rid of the kyphosis, right? Kyphosis of your upper back, stay out of mosh pits.
I'm going to do that. I have to get rid of the kyphosis.
And don't be bent over, and it makes you look old. So any more questions? Physicalstrategies@gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.